So, hello, my dear friends, Kunal here, and today we are going to cover our session number 17 from the book Instant Word Power. In this session, we are going to revise some of the words that we studied earlier in the previous sessions, and in this session, we are going to study some of the grammatical errors, grammatical mistakes that we made in our day to day communication and in our writing. So, I just try to make you master in the words so that you are become more eloquent. So, we study the our word eloquent. Eloquent means you are able to write and speak fluently. That's mean eloquent. So it is illogical. So start our session number 17. It is illogical to say complete or total annihilation. So here, what's the meaning of the word annihilation? I already tell you in the previous sessions what's the meaning of the word annihilation. Annihilation means to reduce to nothing. Reduce to nothing. If the thing is already reduced to nothing, if the thing is zero, then what's the matter to say complete or total? What's complete or total than that? If the thing is already zero, then what's below zero? Zero is nothing. Below zero is nothing. So here complete and total are some kind of superfluous words. Here complete and total superfluous. Super using of, what's the meaning of the superfluous? Super means using of involuntary unneeded words, using of extra words, that means superfluous. Here not need of these kinds of words, we don't need these kinds of. For annihilation is by definition complete and total. Example, a reduction to nothing, and what's more complete or total than that? That's the meaning of the words that I already tell you. This, it is theoretical. It is theoretical, just illogical to say rounder. Rounder is something that is, this is called rounder. If it is illogical to say rounder, something is either round or not round. Squarer, same point. If I say something is round, then it is, if I say something is round, then it is in circular. What's the meaning to say it is illogical that whenever I say that rounder, if the thing is, if the figure is already round, then why I am using the word er? It doesn't even make sense. Sometimes people make mistake, but this is not the correct way to write these words. Rounder, rounder is not the word that exists in vocabularies. We have to use only word round and square and unique. Unique is completely, if the thing is completely unique, unique is something that is one and one kind, one of its kind. Unique is something that is one of its kind. I think I have to write this word meaning unique, one of its kind, one of its kind. Unique, only one, only one of its kind. Unique refers to only one of its kind. If the thing is already only, then only one, then what's the what's the use of the word more? Here more is a superfluous word. So we have to stay away from using the superfluous words, because this makes our grammatical mistakes. It sounds like we speak fluently, we speaking right, but in grammatical terms we making some kind of mistakes by using superfluous words like complete, total, unique, more, unique. Here are some kind of superfluous words. Something unique is one and one of its kind. More perfection, how can you improve a perfection? A perfection is completely, a perfect guy is already perfect, then what's the matter to add a more? Here more is a superfluous word, we don't need to add more. And complete or complete, If the thing is already complete, why we are using the word more here? Here, more is superfluous word. We don't need to use this. If it is complete, when with the room for any more. Nevertheless, since peoples are for the most part neither logical or perfect, they use their expression all the time. Does not the Declaration of Independence speak of a most perfect union? Words have emotional overtones as well as exact meanings. If something is more perfect or most perfect, it sounds a lot better than just perfect. If you annihilate, annihilate means, what's the meaning of the word annihilate? Annihilate means reduce to nothing, something totally and complete. So what's the matter to use something totally or completely? It sounds pretty relatable, but in the real grammatical sense, these terms are superfluous. We don't need to use complete and total. If the thing is already reduced to zero, then what's below zero? There's nothing below zero. You shock it to whom load harder than without these strong adverbs. Highly illogical but perfectly possible dialogue. That's one is perfectly round. Perhaps so what the other one is much rounder. A pair of these, a pair of test. So here's some of the words here, and I have to write out the meaning of these root words, root prefixes. So pre. What's the meaning of the word pre? Pre means before. So I'm going to tell each and every meaning of the words in every point. Here, precede, precede, come before time, something that's come before time, come before time. And preside. What's the meaning of the word preside? Preside means in charge of something, in charge of something, something. Dissident is a person who is staying apart from the group. If I am a dissident in, let's say that we are gathering peoples for some kind of, vote elections, and I'm a dissident. If I am a dissident, then I don't want to promote the guy who is the head of the election. The I'm the dissident, then I don't want to join that group, and I try to slander, start malgning at the time. So here it is means dissident. Dissident is staying apart. Staying apart. Dissect. Dissect refers to cut apart. Cut apart. Apart or away. This means apart, away. Sub means subside. Subside, what is means of subside? Less intense. Meaning of subside is less intense. Intense. And subnormal is under normal. Under normal. Here, sub means under. What's the meaning of the nihil? Annihilate. Annihilate refers to reduce to nothing. Reduce to nothing. That's the meaning of the word annihilate. Nihilism, believe in nothing. Believe in nothing. That's mean nihilism. Nihilism. And the root word nihil also mean same nothing. Ob. Obsession. Obsession refers to possession. Possession for something. Feeling possession. feeling, feeling possessive for something, sieve for something, something, ob, ob, upon or over, upon or over. That's the meaning of recede. What's the meaning of the word recede? Recede refers to go back. It's basically used when we saying that our hairline's getting recede. That means it's getting back. Most of boys sometimes when they become a little bit older after 20 to 25 age, then their hairlines start receding. So it means that the hairlines getting towards the center of the head. Receding, go back, go back. Here, if I consider this word etymologically, then re means back and pseudo is basically go. Reside is basically living place is called reside. Something that where we live is called reside. Here re means back. Jacto is to throw back. Here re means back and jacto is to throw. So the meaning of this word is throwback. Throw back. Jacto, what's the meaning of the word jacto? It's throw. Throw. D means down. Feel down. Whenever whenever a person feeling down, then it's mean deject, or if I say disappointed, 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 disappointed also mean super is above and over, above or over. That's the meaning of the root word super. Here super means above or seed is to get. Whenever, what's the meaning of this word supersede? Take the place of something. Whenever, if I just cover this word and write another word on this word supersede, if I consider this octagon and I just hide this word and write another word on this word, then the octagon word is getting hide and the new word take the place of this word. So the new word supersedes the previous octagonal word. That's the meaning of the word supersede. I gave a correct example of this thing. Supersede. What's the meaning of the word supersede here? Supersede refers to take the place of something. Take the place. Deca is 10. Decimal is basically 10. Decade is considered a 10 years gap and 10 years time period. It's called decade. Octo is basically parental word for not parent. Yes, definitely parental as well as root word for 8. Octagonal is something that is having 8 sides called kiro basically related to hand. Kiro means hand and podist is basically the person who food doctor is called chiropedist and podiatrist. Their synonym words is podiatrist. Secto is to cut. Bisect is to cut down into two parts. Bisect, cut into two. Cut into two. That's the meaning of the word bisect. Secto is to cut. Here, add means to or towards. Or towards. A person is hardworking or diligent guy is called assiduous. Rima is very assiduous. Rima is a very assiduous girl. Most of the time, he studied on their study table. So, assiduous refers to What's the meaning of the word is assiduous? Assiduous means something that is diligent, a diligent or hardworking. Hard working. There is some difference between assiduous and diligent. Diligent is basically industrious person or something that is physical effort, physical hard work. But assiduous peoples are basically they are not that much of physical related word. It means something that we have to dex related hard work. That means assiduous. Manu means hand, manicure, hand give, manuscript related something else that is written by human hand, the script that is written by human hand. Sedentary. So here new exercise, read the questions quickly and see whether you can immediately react with a yes or a no. So be active, be with enthusiasm, be whenever I'm teaching, sit with enthusiasm and have a have a have a courage that we complete this series, we complete this book within the time, and we are getting master in our works, master in our work, so that we work perfectly. Sedentary refers to something that is sitting related called sedentary occupation required because pseudo is basically root word for sit, and sedentary here. Yes, it is. Yes, is happier person. Dejected is a person that is disappointed. I already tell you these words. Disappointed, dejected refers to disappointed, feeling down. A person that is disappointed person is called dejected person. But is a person reason happier person, is a happier person dejected? No, happier person not dejected. Is a 84-year-old an octogenarian? Yes, octogenarian is basically 80 to 90. Age is called octogenarian. Yes. Does a decagon having 5 sides? No, decagon having 10 sides. So does a chiropodist manipulates the joint? No, chiropodist is basically the food doctor. Chiropractor is basically the person who manipulates the joints of the spine. So here explicit, what's the meaning of the word explicit meaning saying directly without any hassle, saying directly, explain it directly. Implicit is understood without even say directly. Explicit means say directly. Say directly. Whenever we say directly with clear words, that means explicit. And whenever our words usually confusing, no, is a impediment. Impediment something. What is impediment? Impediment is obstacle. So for that, obstacle. So here is an impediment in the way, obstacle. So yes, here a sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial is basically a person who achieved the age of 150. Sesquicentennial celebration is 115th celebration of 115th century. 115th age. Sesquicentennial celebration at 100 year? No. Centennial. Centennial is basically called 100 years. So no. Does a sinecure involves hard work? No. Sinecure sitting job. Sitting well paying job. Well paying sitting job. Well paying sitting job. Sitting easy job. Easy job. No. Here. Does a perennial. So what's the meaning of the word perennial? I think I am giving the etymologically approach to understand the word perennial. Peri means through. 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 And ennial refers to year. So what's the meaning? Throughout the year? Out the year. So this is the meaning of the word perennial. Occurs, rarely happen. No, it happens on every throughout the year. So the next session is our spelling session, and in this session I'll also tell you the meaning of the words, so that words kept in your mind whenever you need to omit them, their meanings are crystal clear in your mind. You don't have to think that much. Whenever you are communicating with the person, you feel confidently, you feel that you know you are the father of the world, of the words and of the world. So this is the point here. When the prefix this, apart or away, is added to a root, you have a major and crucial spelling decision to make, namely one or two. Figure these out writing the complete words in the blank, then check with the correct pattern in the right hand column. So here we have to write, we have to just directly add dissident. Dissident is person who's staying apart from their group, and the person who don't like the group peoples and thoughts of the group peoples is called dissident. Dissidence is basically their their nature. Di, dissect is basically dissect is basically cut down into, cut away. Dissect means to cut. Dissatisfaction, not satisfied completely, not have the disagree, not agree is called disagree. Here wrong to add the same decision to misspell. Whenever we spell the word strongly, then we use misspell. Mistake is something that we make somewhere, we know these words. Misstep. This exercise is for only for spelling. So whenever you're sitting, just write these words, because when you write whenever you're writing an essay, you're getting confused. What's the spelling of these words? What's the spelling of misspelled? Is I have to use single s or double s? You are getting confused then. It's pretty good if you write these words clearly, neatly in a rough notebook. Misshapen, miss, mishappen, happening bad, misinform, informed of. D or D adverb. So here annihilate. Here D changes it to N. Annihilate, reduced into annihilate, reduced to nothing. A sad yes is basically hardworking guy. Sad yes. Acidity, basically adjective form of this sad yes. The root should appears in English words. Note the single initial s, the double final s make the decision when at the prefix of. So obsession, basically feeling extra possession for something, is called obsession. Obsession, obsessive, obsess. Here we complete this session. Possessive, possess. So here keep in mind that we use double s two times in the word possess, because whenever you're writing in, let's say you're writing a letter, then you have to know that we use 4s in a single word possess, and obsess, in obsess we use only 1s here, 3s. Possessive, possession, we hear these words in some of the horror movies, that something, this evil spirit possess our child, and we want a person who can get this this evil spirit out from our child. We need help. God, please help our child. On 5th September, today, yes, today is today is the day of release date of The Conjuring chapter. Yes, possessive, possessive, possessed. So here, now we have to write the words here. Possess, P-O-S-S. Possess is basically, I explain this word. Obsess is basically extreme, something extreme thinking or something that's on your mind above, on your mind, that's called obsess. Annihilate, reduce to nothing. Annihilate, reduce to nothing. Misspell, misspelling, misspelling. Dissident, dissident is the person who dissident. Disagree, disagree, not agree to someone is called disagree. Mistake, mistake. Possession, P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-O-N, possession. Here, obsession. Keep in mind that I used only single S in the word possess here and obsess here, and in possess I used double S. So here is the point where most of the guys make mistakes. So keep this thing in your mind. Obsession, obsession. Asadius, hardworking guys, Asadius. Obsessive. Some of the guys is obsessive in our community, in our society. Mishappen, mishappen, mishappen is something that misstep, misstep, misinform, SCDST. SCDT is basically adjective form of SID, hardworking, possessive. P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E, possessive basically. Obsessive, obsessive. Dissidence. These all are adjective forms of the words. Die, dissect, dissect is cut into, cut away. Dissatisfaction, dissatisfy, satisfy. So we completed this session. This is session number 17 and we completed it. So thanks for watching my videos. Bye. We meet in the next session.